I think you're raising a key point is, look, all of us who've been in the financial system know that every single bank and asset management firm is working on this. I mean, Goldman's had a team since 2015. So what they wanted was the regulatory clarity, which is what Fink has forced through.
Yeah.
So the explosion of innovation that's about to happen from the finance system itself, I think, is the shock. It's not going to come from NFTs and all of the stuff that we all do. It's going to come straight from the heart of the financial system. And before you know it, they're tokenizing everything, as Larry said, and they've all been desperate for this. You know, Wall Street will have lobbied for this because it saves so much money. It's like, I keep explaining a story to everybody that I think is super valuable for people to understand.
Don't forget to subscribe, traders. Let's continue with the interview to analyze it later and also comment on some of the most important news of the day.
As a friend of mine was running fixed income, currencies, commodities, and treasury at National Australia Bank, and he's just retired. And I'm like, well, what have you been up to last few years? He goes, I've been building Stablecoins. I'm like, why? He goes, yeah, in euros, in Aussie dollar stablecoins, euro Aussie, euro US, euro whatever, Canadian, UK. I'm like, why? He's like, nobody realizes, I think it's next week, fucking US goes T+1 equity settlement. FX markets are T+2.
Yeah.
Australia is T+3 because of the time zone. He's like, we're going to have to give tens of billions of dollars to our brokers to settle trades. And that takes from our regulatory capital, and they'll offer us 0 interest rates on it. So we're forced to use stablecoins. I'm like, oh, of course. That's a massive use case. I think Canada goes to T+1, and I think, I don't know, UK and Europe are as well. So that's a big deal. Somebody said, good luck, Elizabeth Warren, in building an anti-crypto army. You're going up against millions of people who are motivated by...
The advent of stablecoins is significantly transforming the landscape of trading settlements, offering a solution to one of the long-standing inefficiencies in this domain. Traditional trading settlements are often hampered by delays and additional costs arising from the need to reconcile transactions across different time zones. This process can be cumbersome and expensive, as it requires coordination between various financial institutions that operate on different schedules. Stablecoins, with their ability to maintain a stable value and facilitate instantaneous transactions, address these inefficiencies effectively. By leveraging stablecoins, traders can achieve near instantaneous settlement of transactions, irrespective of the time zone differences. This capability not only speeds up the process but also substantially reduces the associated costs. The real-time settlement feature eliminates the need for intermediaries and reduces the risks of currency fluctuations and counterparty default, making the entire trading process more efficient and secure. The adoption of stablecoins for trade settlement is not just a marginal improvement, it represents a significant use case with far-reaching global implications. As more businesses and financial institutions recognize the benefits of stablecoin-based settlements, the potential for widespread adoption grows. This shift could revolutionize global trade, making cross-border transactions faster, cheaper, and more reliable. The impact of this change extends beyond just cost savings. It enhances liquidity, reduces operational risks, and promotes greater financial inclusivity by enabling easier access to global markets.
Their own future, the financial future, and they understand the power of means. It's like, that is very difficult to go up against.
Yeah.
And Trump saw that. And I think the Democrats are learning very fast that, there's 110 million Coinbase accounts, of which, I don't know what's active now, call it 10, 15 million are active, but in the height of the bull market by next year, be 40 million plus. You are not going to piss off those people and tell them they can't have a financial future and win an election. Zero chance.
Cryptocurrency adoption carries significant political implications, a reality increasingly acknowledged by politicians. They understand that the growing community of cryptocurrency users represents a substantial and influential voter base. These users are often driven by the financial opportunities that cryptocurrencies present, making their economic interests a critical factor in political strategies. Consequently, politicians are beginning to cater to this demographic, recognizing that their support could be pivotal in elections. Furthermore, Bitcoin's price milestones serve as a focal point for broader reflections on the sustainability of cryptocurrencies. The rapid fluctuations and extreme volatility characteristic of the cryptocurrency market prompt serious considerations regarding its long-term viability. As Bitcoin and other digital currencies continue to capture the public's imagination, the potential risks associated with their adoption become ever more apparent. These risks include not only market instability but also regulatory challenges and the environmental impact of cryptocurrency mining. Therefore, as the political landscape adapts to the rise of digital currencies, it must also address these complex issues to ensure a balanced and sustainable approach to cryptocurrency integration.
We are all fully invested in the space. So the only capital is rotating from Bitcoin or Sol into ETH. We've seen a bit of that. I think that will continue. By pure luck, I've been following the ETH Bitcoin cross for a while, and we got these new kind of trade idea templates on the Real Vision platform. They're just in beta test right now. And I tested one out on Saturday and put my whole thesis about the ETH Bitcoin cross, and it's exploded higher. So that was pure luck. But I think that there's no new capital coming into the space right now. Now, if we think of it in terms of broader macro picture, the business cycle is only just picking up. Earnings are just picking up for companies. So we're not flush with cash in the real economy. Yes, some stocks have gone up and crypto's gone up, but not all crypto either, as we know. There's been quite a decent amount of divergence as there is over the crypto spring. So it is going to have to come from the ETF. And then it'll be all-time highs is going to be the driver. In fact, all you need actually is Bitcoin to hit all-time highs, then Sol will go, ETH will go. I think that brings NFTs alive, it brings alt season, it recycles capital, it brings those 80 million dead Coinbase accounts back into activity. That whole great cycle that happens in crypto summer and crypto autumn is yet to play out. I mean, don't forget, we're still basically in the middle of the pandemic when we go back to the last cycle. We're not quite, we hadn't really started anything yet. Bitcoin was just breaking 10,000 after having consolidated. So, and the most overused phrase in crypto is we're so early, but we're early in the cycle. So, yeah, we just need fresh capital. Liquidity, there was a liquidity withdrawal I think we talked about it last week because of the tax stuff. We'll see liquidity starting to come back in. Yellen should normally inject about 250 billion of liquidity. Now she's had the tax receipts in. Before you know it, now there's less QT, liquidity comes in, it all starts happening. So patience, I think, is the answer.